And from the top of the Cannon League, a First Division League match as exciting as any as I've seen this season. It's between Manchester United and Everton. 51,000 frenzied spectators at Old Trafford and commentator John Motson.
An all-ticket crowd at Old Trafford, and even a stadium as palatial as this can't hold all the people who wanted to see this match. The capacity is limited to just over 51,000, but the two clubs estimate that between them they could have sold a further 20,000 tickets, which just underlines that this, in the widest sense, is the match of the day. And with two more full houses expected for cup matches next week, what a time for Manchester United to accumulate their worst injury list of the season. Robson, Moses, Moran, Stapleton and Muren all ruled out. But Paul McGrath, past fit this morning, plays alongside Hogg at the back. Duxbury and Whiteside continue in midfield, where they did well at Highbury last week. And there's a recall up front for Alan Brazil, who hasn't been a regular in the team since United were beaten twice in 4 days by Everton at the end of October. Also back out of the shadows, Everton's Terry Curran, who starts a match for only the 5th time this season. In the absence of Heath and Sharp, he'll be up front as partner to Andy Gray. Trevor Steven takes up his normal role and Alan Harper drops to substitute. First time that Norman Wilson from Morecambe has refereed a match at Old Trafford. And the crowd sense this is a colossal match in championship terms. If Manchester United win it, they go within 4 points of Everton. But if they lose it, they'll be 10 behind, having played a game more. This is Graham Hogg. Brazil. Did well. Hughes. Olsen takes on Stevens. Penalty! Jesper Olsen impeded by Gary Stevens. A penalty after 3 minutes. Manchester United have now been awarded 15 penalties this season. And Gordon Strachan, who has scored from 9, but has missed 4 of his last 5, is going to put the ball on the spot. Oh, a poor penalty. Southall takes credit, but it was a dreadful kick, really, by Strachan. He never looked confident. He never got any power into it, and Southall made what, by his standards, was a comfortable save going to his left. Gary Stevens must be relieved. I just wonder how much Strachan really wanted to take that penalty. I spoke to him before the game about them, and he wasn't sure that he would take them today. He said it depended on him how the game stood. It came so early. Olsen, Duxbury, Strachan, Duxbury again, Hughes, and now Gidman. Oh, and Hughes, good save by Southall and cleared by Stevens and Mountfield. Hughes stretched his foot out, Southall did brilliantly. Stevens was on hand too. Corner to Manchester United. Southall has been in splendid form this season, and those instinctive saves, such as the one we've just seen and the ones he made at Leicester last week, are one very good reason why Everton are top of the First Division. Olsen did well there. Brazil's in the centre. Whiteside, so near to the first goal, and all because Jesper Olsen, who's having a lively first half here, saw his chance away on the left to get the cross in. Whiteside met it with his head coming from deep, and it drifted wide of the far post. Trevor Steven just caught a bit there, having his second big game in a matter of 4 days. Sheedy. Oh, good turn by Curran. He threw McGrath. Gray's coming in from the far side, and McGrath brings Curran down. The supply line was Sheedy. Mountfield, no, and off the legs of the defender, Graham Hogg, for a corner. Here's Stevens. Awkward. Gray's coming in and Bailey had to touch it. A threatening spell here by Everton. Owen Reid, and scrambled away. Augustin was on the line. Bracewell and Whiteside away. Peter Reid stooping at the far post, and it was a good job the cover was there. Well, Sheedy's last free kick from this position almost got Mountfield in, and he's up there again. Gray's made the first run. Oh, mistake by Strachan, chance to make up for it perhaps, which he did. Oh, he did it brilliantly. Olsen is through. Brazil in the middle. Brazil, surely. No, away by Stevens. Alan Brazil denied. Strachan with the pass-through that put Jesper Olsen on his way. Some players would have gone themselves for goal. Olsen was aware of where Brazil was. He crossed it, and Gary Stevens won a vital personal duel with Brazil and prevented Manchester United from taking the lead. Good defending by the lad called up this week into the England squad. Sheedy. Brazil's trying to cut off the back pass. McGrath. And now Brazil. Onside, good turn. Brilliant. Olsen, deflection, goal! Jesper Olsen for Manchester United, set up brilliantly by Alan Brazil. The shot deflected off the defender. It may have been Gary Stevens and flew past Southall, who could do nothing about it. "37 minutes gone, Manchester United 1, Everton 0. And right that Olsen should claim the goal. He's been their best forward. Arnold Mirren had been playing then. We could have seen Olsen put clean through. Here's Sheedy. Curran. Good play, Trevor Steven. Dangerous, Curran again. Past McGrath. And Whiteside glad to get the ball away anywhere. The central defenders were all over the place. Something's been thrown. Trevor Steven flicked on. Mountfield was in there, and there's the equaliser. Derek Mountfield. 3 minutes before half-time. Steven took the corner, flicked on at the near post, and Mountfield, what a useful player he's been for Everton this season on set plays. It's his 8th goal, and he's equalised just 5 minutes after Manchester United took the lead. The Everton supporters have got something to shout about now. Defence was caught a bit flat-footed, but Mountfield always dangerous coming in on the second header. A turbocharged first half between two of the best models in the First Division showroom. Jesper Olsen scored his first goal since October. What a long wait for him, and when it came, it put Manchester United ahead. But the equaliser from Derek Mountfield makes the half-time score between these championship rivals 1 each. Everton on a run of 9 consecutive wins prior to this match, hoping to equal their sequence of 10 earlier in the season, which is a post-war club record. Oh, Gray's unmarked! Hogg and McGrath standing there looking at each other and not looking at Andy Gray, who surely feels he should have scored. They were just undecided, it appeared, in the defence, who should have been picking him up, and Gray had a free header, and Manchester United lucky not to go behind. Gidman. Whiteside's waiting for this with the header, and it's Olsen again. Brilliant turn, deflection, and away by Southall and then Mountfield. Well, the Stretford end must have thought that Jesper Olsen was going to put Manchester United in front for the second time in this game. He paused, he made room for the shot, he drove it well, but even with a possible deflection, the burly figure of Neville Southall defied United again. Olsen, Brazil to his right, and he's still going. Southall has come out again with a header. Strachan, foul by Mountfield. The goalkeeper behind this defence really has had a tremendous year. Every time Manchester United look like taking the lead, he seems to be there. Whiteside, Olsen, Brazil's in a good position on the far side, and Olsen saw him. Brazil hit the bar, and away by Mountfield. Well, Jesper Olsen saw Alan Brazil stealing half a yard on his marker on the far side, and it was the perfect pass. Brazil not at his best on his right foot, but he hit it well, beat the goalkeeper, and it crashed back off the crossbar. Everton have had a habit of scoring late in matches this season. Andy Gray. Stephen is there. Penalty. Arthur Albiston on Trevor Stephen, pushing. Just under 8 minutes to go, and Manchester United's captain penalised for holding or pushing Trevor Stephen, and Everton have a penalty. How's the championship gone from Manchester United's vision? Kevin Sheedy to take it. Oh, good save by Bailey. The second penalty save of the match. It's a corner. That was a much better stop than Southall's. It had to be. It was a better shot. Stevens. Stephen. Corner again. Gary Bailey keeps Manchester United's hopes alive. Well, you don't often see a penalty missed by both teams in a top First Division match, but Gary Bailey certainly takes some credit for deciding which side Kevin Sheedy was going to put his kick. He guessed right, and he's kept Manchester United in it. Howard Kendall may have seen 2 extra points disappear there with that penalty. Well, the match will be remembered for 2 goals and also for 2 penalty saves. The points are shared, partly down to Neville Southall, who made a number of good stops, but his penalty save superseded by the one from Gary Bailey, which prevented Everton from reaching their 10th consecutive victory. As it is, the match played in a mood of healthy belligerence means that Manchester United are still 7 points behind Everton in the championship race.
And no doubt at all that both United and Everton supporters will have their own views on a number of controversial happenings in that match. Well, the 3 of us enjoyed that game this afternoon and thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. David, what about those penalties in the game?
Well, I thought the game was tremendous, obviously. A classic English league match, and I think it was made all the better because right to the end, both sides were trying to win it, and you couldn't look away from the screen for a second, could you? But there's an interesting story about that United penalty tonight, because Gordon Strachan apparently wasn't supposed to take it. He's now missed 5 out of 6, and after he missed the one against Blackburn in the Cup, they gave the job to Jesper Olsen. And Jesper went down with a foul for this penalty, was a bit shaken by it, didn't fancy it, so Gordon took it, missed again, but I don't reckon he's going to get the job the next time out somehow.
It's becoming a season of missed penalties, isn't
That's
it, one
right,
way or another?
is, yeah.
Brendan, what did you think?
Actually, I like Neville Southall coming out and heading the ball when he got outside the box, because I didn't know goalkeepers could do that.
Like you, Brendan, he's learning to use the head to advantage.
Well, Spurs have reduced Everton's lead at the top of the First Division to 2 points with a 1-0 win at Stoke City. Garth Crooks scored the goal against his old club. Well, all that means that Spurs keep the pressure very much on Everton.